State of Decay 1. What? That's how the song goes. Hello everyone, Fox here, and yes, we are going back to the past. Back to the past. Samurai Jack, except it's actually State of Decay. What? What? Looks like you're already... Yes. Yes, let me play the game. Let me play the game! Yes. Yes. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Anyways, so here we are in the original State of Decay. I did say I would play it after I completed the Echo series, and State of Decay has basically 3 different game modes. First, you have the base game. This is nothing at all like, well, it's like State of Decay 2, but it's a campaign, so it has a definitive ending. State of Decay Breakdown is the closest thing to State of Decay 2. It's a endless game mode that increases in difficulty over time. The main appeal of Breakdown, I would say, is that you can reset the map, which in the base game of regular State of Decay, you can't reset the map. Eventually, you just run out of supplies. In Breakdown, you can reset the map. There's only one map in State of Decay 1. You just have Trumbull Valley, like they don't have like 3 different areas. So you just refresh the map, and then it bumps up the difficulty, but in addition to that, there's these different characters that you can unlock. There's actually a lot of characters. It's kind of like the Bounty Broker, actually, where you do these different in-game challenges, but instead of unlocking weapons, you get these like hero characters that are like pretty powerful. And then State of Decay Lifeline over here is basically this game's version of Heartland. It's a standalone game with a second map, but the map was not added to the core game. And I will say that the Lifeline map is very different, so it probably made sense why it wasn't added to the base game. Anyways, we're going to play all 3 of these. We're going to play them in the order of regular State of Decay, then Lifeline. I will do Breakdown, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unlock all the characters and be done with it. I'm not going to play Breakdown continuously. But let's get started. Time to play the original State of Decay. So I did have a continued game from when I collected a little bit of footage of it, so we're gonna go ahead and override that. And there we go. It's gonna take me a little while to remember how to play. I haven't played the original State of Decay in a really, really long time. So, even though it's the same game, the combat system is quite a bit different, and the controls are going to feel a bit different, so it's going to take me a little while to interface. I will try to pick stuff that did not exist in State of Decay 2, or something that's like significantly different. Wherever possible, I will try to pick stuff that's different. In addition to that, I don't know how long each episode's going to be. I don't know if a pair of 1-hour episodes for State of Decay 2 and State of Decay 1 are going to be sustainable for me, but what I'm going to do is basically around the 30 to 45 minute check mark, I'm going to look for kind of an end to the quests. Oh, here we go.
Holy shit, man! Holy shit!
Hold on, I'm coming.
Dude, I think these guys want to eat us!
Fuck you!
Okay, that was definitely not the execution command. I tried to go for the left trigger into X for the execution.
Those tried to bite me, but yeah, I'm fine.
Well, we can't just stay out here in the open, that's for damn sure.
Ranger station?
Ranger station. Maybe we can find some help there.
Yeah, that's how you sprint.
What the hell, man? We're gone 2 weeks and what? Everybody takes up cannibalism?
Beats me. Here they come!
Okay, left bumper and Y to finish an enemy off. Okay, so it's the same button as sprinting. The flowers. I don't remember there being flowers in State of Decay 2. I'm going to try not to talk during dialogue. What I need to do is kind of get past the initial dialogue, then I can kind of play around with the controls.
Hold up.
Shit, these guys look messed up too.
Yeah. Stay low and keep quiet. Maybe we can get past them without being spotted.
Okay, so one thing that's different about State of Decay is there's no there's no dodging. I mean, there is a dodge, but there's no dodging in a direction. So that was a stealth kill there, very different looking than the stealth kill we have in the current game. There we are at Kilau Na Campground. Man, if it's not in English, prepare to be butchered. Oh, looks like the animation didn't complete, so it didn't count as a bite. That's gonna take a while to get used to, that I have to push the Y button for an execution.
Wendell, start doing an inventory of whatever medical supplies we've got. Gonna need them.
Man, can anybody tell me what the hell is going on?
Going on is there's more of them up here than I expected. We need to sweep the rest of the cabins for survivors. Got injured people here I have to tend to.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
We will? I appreciate it. There's a water tower out back that has a good view of the campgrounds. Might be worth your while to climb up there and have a look around first. Got some supplies in the locker over there. Take what you need and stay safe out there.
Okay, so here are our first two characters. Marcus, who I'm currently playing as, and Ed, his, I presume to be his best friend. Let's see. Oh man, this back in the day UI. I'll take this. Guess I'll put the damaged one away.
Hey, how are you? Take care.
So right now I can't switch to Ed. This is kind of technically the first community, but we're not the leader of it. That was actually a thing in State of Decay. I mean, it plays a very minor role, but since we're not the leader, we can't make decisions.
I think I can get a decent view from up there.
One thing I do like a lot about State of Decay 1 is I feel like a lot of the executions are better than State of Decay 2. Like, right there we had the good old-fashioned golf club swing. I'm gonna definitely get some more executions. As you can see, this is the same mechanic from the original game. Or from the current game, rather. So we are playing the Year 1 Survival Edition, or YOSE for short. This one has high-definition graphics and a few extra additions that does not exist in the Xbox 360 version.
Guess that's all there is to see.
Okay.
You hear that?
Gunshots. Yeah. Guess we're not the only ones having a bad day.
Okay. So this is basically the kind of tutorial area. So in the Heartland, this is the same map, but in Heartland, so you see here's Marshall down here. This is where the plague walls were. So this area here that we currently are, this area was blocked off in Heartland. Like, we couldn't actually go to this area. I think, as I said, this area sort of serves as a tutorial area. So we're just going to kind of go around and just use the tutorial area for exactly that. We're just going to get a chance to remember how to play the game, basically. Oh, that's something I forgot. So in State of Decay 1, yeah, you can just kill enemies by pushing them into environmental hazards. You can do that as well in State of Decay 2, but it has to be done with specific skills, whereas in this game, it can just happen. I'm going to go ahead and fast search, because I actually do want enemies to attack, so that we can kill more enemies and get our skills up. I feel like my character actually... Okay, so I'm basically like jogging. I feel like my character is actually pretty quick.
All right, we don't want any trouble.
Level 2 fighting. Okay, good. You can ram doors open. Oh, he just leapt up and bit me. I guess he's allowed to do that.
Quiet here.
Oh, let me do something that you can't do in State of Decay too. Uh-oh. That's a feature a lot of people want to return, is the ability to board up the walls. Or the windows, rather. Huh, I feel like I would have been able to loot something in here.
Asshole. All right, we don't want any trouble.
So I keep getting the golf club execution. I believe that's actually just the only execution for... Okay, there's the item. So, it's State of Decay 1. The items do glow, but sometimes it can be a little harder to...
Lucky they didn't hear them. Well, today went downhill fast.
No shit.
Hey, we got a gun now.
Any chance we can just hole up here with the last of the tequila until this all blows over?
Somehow I doubt it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, what are the controls? Okay, so I now have this gun. So, in State of Decay 1, I don't think your inventory discriminates. Like, you don't have, like, a specific slot for your weapons, so the weapons literally just consume your inventory, which kind of sucks, but can't have everything. Go in here and invade.
Not alone in here.
No, I'm not going to let him get me this time. So another thing that's pretty neat is your ally can basically help you kill the enemies by grabbing them, and then they die to one melee hit if they get grabbed.
Lucky they didn't hear that.
I believe that fast searching can also break items, but right now we're just trying to go fast.
Okay, I think that's about.
Hey, we got
all.
another melee weapon. That's good. In the beginning, you want a lot of backup melee weapons.
Go check the lake cabins.
Or we go check out those gunshots we heard.
All right. I'm hoping you've forgotten about it.
Trying to build up our skills so we want to like sprint around and whatnot wherever possible. Yeah, like we keep getting the golf club swing. I wish it was like that in State of Decay too. I only want to use the fastest executions, really.
Not alone in here. All quiet here.
So now that we know that whenever they're laying on the ground, they kind of just automatically go for it. Let's see how fast we loot without fast looting. Pretty slow. If I remember right, leveling up your wits does make you loot a lot faster in this game. Our inventory is already starting to fill up. Doesn't help that we are using, I believe, a pretty small backpack. This one has the same model as the Ultralight in State of Decay 2. Check this area next. As you can see, the kind of like... Oh, here's another feature that's different. Bushes. So in bushes, you can crouch, and you see it says right there, you are hidden. Remain in cover to avoid detection. So I don't think stealth is effective. I'm not sure. Stealth might not be as effective, or it might just be completely ineffective in the event that you are out of, if you're not in like a bush. I like that my ally quickly goes for the execution.
Damn, I'm tired.
How do I... Okay, so another thing that's different is I just ate a snack, and you'll notice that my stamina didn't fill up completely. And that's because snacks don't fill up your stamina instantly. They give you basically stamina regeneration. There's another skill that we don't have. So you've seen a few. You saw Powerhouse level up, and we just got a point in Leadership. That's another skill that, I mean, Powerhouse existed, but how do I... Okay, so it's L3. Might be on the other side. Yeah, there's a bunch of skills that do not exist in the game anymore. What's he doing up there? Oh man, look at it, like... And Ed is, he doesn't care, he's gonna get right on top of that dumpster and take him out. Looks like the old door trick still works. Oh, I just tried it again, once again, I just tried to use the State of Decay 2 command for executions. Like I said, that's gonna take a while to get used to. Good, another melee weapon. I don't think you can drop weapons in this game, but what you can do is destroy them, so once we use this weapon up, we'll probably just destroy it to save inventory. I love that execution, the knee attack. That's what I really miss that one from State of Decay 2. Painkillers. Okay, good, I can use. So once again, the painkillers not instantly healing me. Might as well use them though, because like I said, our inventory is really tight right now. I want to see what these buildings here are, even though they're not marked. There might be something in them. We're going to check them out. I'm probably going to end this episode when we meet up with Lily Ritter and get the tour of the area. Okay, so this is clear. Let's check out these buildings. Okay, that's annoying, so I have to press it twice to actually navigate. So you saw right there, Ed grabbed him from behind. I actually kicked him. I didn't even use my melee weapon, and it still counts as a one-hit kill. Very, pretty neat. Does give you a little more room to use additional characters. Plus, it levels up your leadership if you have it. Not every character has a leadership skill. Here we are on some more cabins. That's right, I can't dodge. Well, I can, but I can't do... There is no directional dodge in this game. I love that attack. Stamina comes back way slower in this game. Is that a nurse? I don't think we have nurse zombies in State of Decay 2. Oh man, I love that. I'm not gonna get tired of that execution. I think I can also do the Mario execution in this. Ah! Oh, it scared the sound of that breaking scared the crap out of me. Okay, so look down at the bottom. Weapons don't have the stats like they do in State of Decay 2. All they have is basically durability. So you can see down these little blocks by that wrench icon. That's the only way you can tell how good a weapon is. It's just strictly durability, which actually makes it very easy to determine which weapons you should use. So I'm going to call them in terms of stars, even though they're blocks. We're just going to call them stars, because what am I call 5 block? That's kind of a dumb name. So let's go ahead and use this one, because it is less durable. And now I'm using this kukri. Let's see how it performs. Hard to tell with Ed here. Not that it's too big of a deal to have an ally. Wait, is there someone in here? No, he's on the outside of the building.
I'm lucky they didn't hear that.
Inventory still piling up. Oh, here he is. Now, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm gonna... See, you continue your search result. It doesn't reset your search. It doesn't reset your search results. I kicked him in the nuts, and his head exploded. I mean, I guess if someone kicked me in the nuts hard enough, my head would explode too. So I'm not going to be too hard on him. Okay, I was hoping we'd be able to do that. Definitely some things I'll have to get used to in State of Decay 1. Like I said, your stamina comes back a lot slower. which definitely is going to encourage me to make sure I always have snacks on me, which is good. Oh wait, here comes a stealth attack. Sneaky. Squish. Level 3 powerhouse. Yeah, when we get, once we get a little further in the story and the checkpoint, we're going to take a look at the stats. One thing that's different about this game is you do not level up your skills twice. In State of Decay 2, you have kind of your base 7 stars, and then you pick an advanced skill, and then you level that skill up again to 7 stars. That does not exist in State of Decay 2. You just level it up the one time. So as you can see, blades still have that chance for a instant decapitation. Got it in 2 hits. Also, there's that kind of cool slow motion effect. That slow motion effect is going to be really awesome when I get this guy hooked up with Powerhouse and we just start, like, bashing people's heads off with the heavy weapons. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to playing as Marcus on.
All quiet here.
Okay, we've got a large backpack. Looks like I have to grab it before I can equip it. Let's go ahead and equip, which now gives me 2 extra slots. And we have a revolver, so let's take a look at our guns. So we got the rifle, the M... No, there's no M. The rifle, the 983 Squirrel, a 22 caliber. The stats, we've got durability. I'm guessing the top one is power. The next one looks like sound. And then I guess the last one is reload speed. And I'm not sure what some of those other ones mean. This is the M1917, an aging classic from the last days of World War I. And then we have the rusty kukri and the rusty machete. Let's also destroy this crappy backpack, because everyone has backpacks. These ones are no value to us. They're just occupying space in our very limited inventory right now.
All quiet here.
Another large backpack, and a distraction. I don't remember how distractions work in State of Decay 1. If they're as good as they are in Standard Zone State of Decay 2, I will definitely be making use of them. There's a lot of things from State of Decay 2, that ideas that I never used in State of Decay 1, so we're going to see if playing State of Decay 2 will make me a significantly better State of Decay 1 player.
Here they come. Incoming.
Oh, that's cool. His body's getting carried away by the water.
Holy shit, are you okay?
You mean aside from being lost in the woods, attacked by psychopaths, watching 2 of my best friends die? Yeah, I'm peachy.
Sorry I asked.
So, is it this bad everywhere?
Man, I hope not. We got some survivors back at the ranger station that seem to know what's going on, but we didn't have time for orientation.
Well then, let's get the hell back there. You want to take point, or should I?
So this is our the third member of the original trio. We got Marcus, Ed, and Maya. Maya, I believe, is a reservist.
You want to know what worries me? They're setting up an infirmary in there. Like, what?
Like, why aren't they taking these people to a hospital or something? I'll finish his line that he was saying. I need to not interrupt them so much. I keep wanting to say something, but I keep wanting to not interrupt the in-game dialogue. The main reason I want to change characters is because she has More, yep, she has a lot more inventory than I do. Like I said, we're going to run where we can to start building up that cardio skill. That was a big mistake I made in the original State of Decay. Well, we're playing it. A big mistake I made in SoD1 was that I didn't run very much. And that's something I actually picked up in State of Decay too, just spending more time sprinting. Because the way I would level up cardio in State of Decay 1 is I would just run around my base. But I'm like, you know, I could just spend my stamina and passively get up a little bit of cardio over time. Back at the ranger station. Will you learn anything about this? This is the Mount Tanner State Park Department of Natural Resources.
What the hell?
I thought you said you had survivors holed up in here.
They were fine just a minute ago.
Well, obviously not anymore.
Guys, come on. We gotta at least check the place. Somebody might have survived. He's gone.
Yeah.
What a bastard. Well, see if he's got a wallet on him or something.
What the hell, Ed?
Check his ID for Christ's sake. Shit! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Help me! That guy was dead. I swear to God, that guy, he was dead. How the hell does that happen?
I don't know, man. Doesn't make sense.
We can't stay here. Come on, let's grab what we can and get moving.
So, we can take all of this. Okay, take 10. That's how you take a whole stack. What is this? Painkillers. Can I change characters? Yes. No reason to leave any of this stuff behind. Except for that damage thing. And I guess this as well. I guess we will leave this stuff behind. Nothing else here. So yep, these survivors, they're toast. They have been removed. However...
Me and a couple guys from the unit came up here to do some deer hunting.
You in the army?
You don't miss much, do you? Anyway, we were on our way back when these psychos rushed us out of goddamn nowhere.
What happened?
You see me? You see Coultner Strand? Do the math.
As you can see, she's the ray of sunshine of the group. So here are the characters. We got Marcus Campbell. He just came to Trumbull Valley for a vacation. He's the everyman of the group. He's got a pretty basic personality so that most people can identify with him. Attitude, that's something that's different in the game. Attitudes change based on your morale. So right now he's assertive. If you're not sure about anything, just ask me. We've got the equipment here. So here are our traits. And the traits are where we can, some of them are fluff traits, some of them can be, you know how traits work. They haven't really changed too much. So, born leader. People tend to listen to what I'm talking most of the time. It's a good thing. So that means he's going to get the leadership skills, which is over here. Leadership. And gifted leaders, leads the front lines, getting into the thick of people, getting in the thick of the combat, blah, blah, blah. We'll look at this in more detail, not in the first episode, but let's just look at, kind of get an overview of our characters. So we've got loved hiking. This gives him a bonus to his cardio, which probably means that it doesn't start at level 1. Clerk. This is just a fluff skill telling you a little bit of his background. But most importantly, he's got natural athlete. I never wanted to be big and strong and lug heavy things about. I'm good with it now, though. Physical powerhouse. So that unlocks this skill here. The powerhouse. Oh, and it tells you what it does. So every star in stamina gives us 5 more stamina. Every star in wits gives us better scavenging speed. So right now I'm guessing it takes 9 seconds to fully search. So I bet that's going to go it's going to be pretty fast when you max it out. Fighting, more vitality, that's your hit point, so obviously very important. Also, it tells you your progress. That's one thing I like. The bar is telling us how close we are to our next star. Shooting gives us a recoil reduction. Powerhouse, killing blow chance. 100% plus 100%. That doesn't mean that we get a killing blow 100% of the time. That just means that, let's just use an arbitrary number. If we had a 10% chance to get a killing blow, we now have a 20% chance. Leadership gives you better friendship. And so here would be our first skill. You don't want to pick a skill immediately, though, because unlike State of Decay 2, you are locked out of all the skills in this family here, and you don't get to see all the families of skills until you start leveling these up higher. So we've got Ed. He's currently banged up, so we don't get to see his attitude. He's a team player, so he's idealistic. He was an accountant. He has great reflexes. We can't actually use him right now, so we can't see that, but the reflexes is a skill. He has TV trivia, and he's a Trumbull local. Thomas Ritter. Hopefully you recognize that last name. He's dead, though, so we won't look at him. Maya Torres, attitude breast. We got better things to do than to sit around. She's got no nonsense and improved wits. She's a soldier, so improved shooting and fighting, and then eagle eye. Improves shooting faster. We can't check our skills right now because we're not playing as her, but that's who we've got for now. And these are kind of the core 3 characters. They're like the 3 main characters. Well, as close as you get to main characters, since everyone can potentially die. I doubt anyone will die, though, as State of Decay 1 isn't that hard. Probably harder than Standard Zone in State of Decay 2, but still, it's still not that hard.
So, where are we going?
I don't know.
Okay, we got a zombie who is... Oh, I guess we can dodge in a direction.
Yeah.
Can I climb up this? No, I can't.
Well, I kind of took that guy's...
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not allowed to do that.
Jesus.
Let's calm the heck down.
Do that.
I don't know. I figured if he had a radio, there must be somebody on the other end.
So you robbed a dead guy. You expect his friends to help us out?
Wait, who says they're his friends? I mean, maybe they didn't even really like the guy.
Dad? Dad, are you there?
Oh,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Who is this?
Listen, we're stuck up here on Mount Tanner. My friend needs medical attention. Can you help us?
You make it down to Spencer's Mill? Some of us are holed up at the church. If your friend doesn't look too dicey, we'll let you in.
The church in Spencer's Mill. We're on our way. We'll, try not to look too dicey.
Jesus, dude, they're not slowing down.
It's so hard to find opportunities to talk. I can't carry anymore, so we're not taking that. Okay, so here's our vehicle. Now the voice on the radio, hopefully you recognize that voice, because that was Lily Ritter. Same voice actress, though her voice acting skills... Oh, wow, I can't smash through those? I'm used to being able to run over things. Okay, we're gonna attempt to make the jump up ahead. I always attempt it. I always go for it. Here we go. Pick up speed. Made it. That's what I'm talking about.
We're headed your way. You said you were holed up in a church? What the hell's happening around here?
You haven't heard?
No cell reception at the lake. Guess you could say we've been out of the loop.
All we know is a bunch of crazy people tried to eat us.
It started, what, 12, 13 days ago? At first it was just weird stories on the news. Random mauling, violent incidents at hospitals, black helicopters in the sky. Just strange stuff. I guess they were trying to keep it quiet, but that didn't last too long. People figured it out pretty quick. People who die, they don't stay dead. They come back as one of those things.
I told you that guy was dead.
Seems like the only way to stop them for good is with a shot to the head. Anything else, they just keep coming.
So you're saying those things are zombies?
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of messed up super virus. Maybe it's radiation. So, how'd you end up on this frequency?
Just lucky, I guess. It was pretty chaotic up at the lake.
You're not gonna tell her?
I don't know yet.
Dude, it's her dad.
You want to confess that we killed her father and stole his radio before they patch you up?
Yeah, okay, maybe we leave that part out.
So we actually missed a little bit of dialogue there just due to the fact that I was driving too quickly. Which is stupid. They should assume that I drive quickly. So here we are, the Church of Ascension. You can see the name on the railing, or the wrought iron artwork there. And this is the area we visit in Heartland, because this is the first base in the game.
Lily, did you invite these strangers?
Good, you made it.
That one doesn't look so good.
Name's Ed. Pleased to meet you.
Come with me, son. We'll see to
God damn it! We got enough trouble without bringing in another freeloader to use up all our medicine.
Real nice, Alan. I offered them shelter. I'm letting them in. Us freeloaders have to stick together.
Girl's got the common sense God gave a tree stump. You're worse than your brother.
Hold on, I'll give you the nickel tour.
So that was Alan. He's the tough, survive at any cost kind of guy. Now you get to meet Lily.
I spend most of my time here, using the radio to coordinate everyone. Next up's the kitchen. Sam's our unofficial in-house chef, but, well, there's only so much anybody can do with canned soup and pork rinds. Seriously, though, rule number 1, all the food stays in here and it stays sealed. You wouldn't believe how fast rats get into things otherwise. We learned that one the hard way.
Do you have mascara on, Lily? Do we have mascara in the zombie apocalypse?
Hope you don't mind sharing. We're pretty tight on space here. Alan's been saying we should move to someplace bigger, but my dad's a carpenter, and he says we could build like a dorm room or something to get more space.
How many people do you have here?
I think you've met just about everybody, except maybe my brother and my dad. They're out scouting for supplies, I think. I haven't heard from them in a while.
Rest easy. How do you feel?
Somebody took a weed whack in my fucking neck.
You may have something here. Learned about this. Could be a sign of infection. We'll need to get Dr. Hansen out here. I'll see if I can get him on the radio.
Thanks, I appreciate the hospitality.
Do not forget to entertain strangers, for by so doing, some have unwittingly entertained angels.
How about that? I might be an angel.
This is, you can see here, Pastor William. He is the voice of reason in the group. Most likely the guy who was the pastor of the Church of Ascension here.
Okay, you don't want to say this in front of your friend. Fever is a bad sign, especially after a bite. Pastor Will's going to try and get Doc Hansen to come down and take a look at him, but if he doesn't get some antibiotics, he's probably not going to make it. If it comes to that, I promise Alan will take care of him. Bullet to the brain before he turns. For the best.
Jesus, Lily, he's not a rabid dog.
Don't you get it? More of us didn't make it than did. We can't be soft-hearted about this. Not anymore. We need medicine here anyway. You can't be sick. No one can be sick.
Well, that's it, huh? Nice to meet you. Would you prefer to be shot in the face or kicked out on your asses?
No, look, we're barely hanging on here as it is. Medicine was some of the first stuff to run out. Don't have any to spare for your friend. I'm sorry. Just the way it is.
What if I find some more? Will that help pay our rent?
Yeah, okay, sure. If you can find a place to get more medicine, I'll make sure your friend has a place to stay.
His name is Ed.
I know. If you need to resupply before you head out, check the locker.
Nobody minds if you're getting shit done and you need extra stuff. Just don't take shit you haven't earned.
That's Sam the cook with the big dick shirt.
I'm confused.
There's a cell tower behind the swine and bovine. From up there, you should be able to get a good look at the town. Maybe you'll spot some place to find medicine.
Thank you.
Just hurry, okay? I'm not sure how long I can rein Alan in.
Okay, so before we sign out, let's go ahead and organize a little bit. We are going to put some of this stuff away. The way you can see our influence there, we have a 110 influence. Influence works a lot different in State of Decay than it did in the original. Or that it works a lot differently in the original game than State of Decay 2. It's more of a borrow system. So basically, you deposit things and you take things, rather than amassing a large quantity of influence. It's quite a bit different. I'll be able to explain it in greater detail later, but because that's basically going to be the end of the first episode. This is basically where the game starts to begin. You can see we already have these infestations here. And once again, they're kind of showing us the importance of needing to use, what do you call it, the locations you can climb up to scout. The kind of priorities in State of Decay, State of Decay 1 are a lot different as well. In State of Decay 2, you need...
At this rate, it's only going to be a matter of days before the zombies swarm in here and kill us all.
Sounds good. I need some more construction material. This place is gonna fall down around our ears.
I don't know what you're talking. We got 22 materials. We got plenty of materials. But, yep. So that's basically the first episode. We got to find a place to log out. Let's log out on the Watchtower. A lot of these buildings do different things too. The Watchtower serves a different function in State of Decay 1 than it does in State of Decay 2. But yeah, that's it. So here we are at the Church of Ascension, the first real base. And it looks like the day is finally starting to die down, meaning the next episode is going to be a night ops. Yeah, that's fine, though. I believe night isn't quite as bad in State of Decay 2. Alright, man, that's going to take a while. Not as bad in State of Decay 1, but at any rate, there you go. That was the introduction. Sorry if I over-talked on some of the lines. Kind of hard to tell when they're going to say something and when they're not. But hey, that's the end of this episode. We will be going through the history, the story of State of Decay 1. Perfect for those of you who want to see what happened but don't exactly want to play the original game. At any rate, like this video. Oh my gosh. Be quiet. Be quiet!
Well, what'd you expect? Maybe if we weren't down to an expired bottle of baby aspirin and a case of cough syrup, we wouldn't have so many sick people.
Are you done? I can never tell if this is going to be important dialogue, but no, that's just random daily dialogue. Anyways, that's the end of this. Let me know down in the comments section if you are happy to see State of Decay 1, if you're interested. Are you one of the people who wanted to see what happens in State of Decay 1, but you don't want to actually play it? Let me know down in the comments section. Anyway, like this video if it's entertaining, subscribe for future State of Decay 1 content. And remember, of course, that you don't have to be good to get good.